why I love Bagelista. First of all, New York water, all right? That's probably the most important thing. They are made with New York water. These are New York bagels, okay? You have your choice today because we have the blueberry back. Everybody that orders will get 16. There's 4 sleeves of bagels, okay? So you keep them in the freezer, pop them out when you need them, all right? Here's why they're so good. They're par-baked. What does that mean? Par-baked means they bake them about halfway to 3/4 of the way through, right? You put them in the oven or the toaster or your air fryer, and they taste like they just came out of a New York bagel shop, okay? They are amazing. Blueberry, sesame, plain in the back. Look at the sheen. Oh, you love that. Crispy. Take it out of the oven, and it's crispy on the outside, doughy on the inside. Here's what I ordered right before the show. And these are everything bagels. I like these with salmon, a little bit of onion, a little bit of lemon, and capers. Delicious. Carrie Miletto joins us live in the studio.
Hello.
I don't even think of a tasty show without you being in it.
I know.
You must be in my shows.
I know.
Carrie is a food expert. She knows all about great stuff and where to get it. And she brings us these bagels. We have not had these here in a long time.
We haven't. And so when I heard this was happening,
it's amazing. Everybody's ordered them that works here.
Everyone goes insane. And I want you just to look right in my hand because this is the exact reason why. Do you see how large these bagels are? This is the par-baked. This is how they're going to come to you. You're going to put them in your freezer, and when you're ready to put them into either your air fryer or your oven, then you're going to cook them to your liking. I like to do about 4.5 minutes in my air fryer, and then I'm going to cut this one for you because this is our everything bagel, and I know that you wanted the everything bagel. So I'm going to cut this open for you, but what's important about this, and you were talking about it just a moment ago, is that New York water, because what happens is you're going to get that perfect, do you see how yeasty and beautiful this is? Do it. It's so fun.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
You're supposed to be able to put your little dents in there.
Stays.
See that?
Yes. So that it's supposed to be crispy on the outside, so it gives that little crispy. Yeah. But then it's going to be super yeasty and complex on the inside. So here's yours so even though we put our fingers all over it, but that's okay.
I'm going to do the back side. So
I have more in here.
I love them just because they're so convenient.
Yes.
And let me tell you, whenever I'm in New York, pizza and bagels, first things I go for, right?
Yes.
Because I know the crust from having the New York water is everything when it comes to bagels.
Yes.
And then I'll also do a little bit of salmon. Excuse my fingers, but I'm going to put a little bit of salmon down on here, just like that. There we go.
This one's hot.
And I'm going to put some, I made a mistake. I usually put the capers on first, but I didn't do it that time. I'm going to skip the onion because I'm talking to people today.
Look at the steam.
You know what I'll do? I'll do a little bit of chive.
Okay, so let's talk. Look at, he just made his favorite thing in the whole wide world. And you know what I love about the morning and this? It got me so excited to just make this bagel and put my toppings on it. And I go pretty simple. Like I might just, right? It's exciting. Okay, let's talk about why Bagelista. So we are all about giving you the ability to take the New York bagel shop experience home. You become the Bagelista because you're finishing these off. So as Guy was just saying, these are gonna be exactly the way you love them. Look at that glisten and that shine. I just pulled this out of the air fryer. All you have to do is choose which direction you'd like to go. And what you're seeing right now is all the different flavors. We have everything, which has our special everything spice seasoning. Then we have sesame, we have plain, and we have blueberry. And the blueberry, if you look at blueberry, I want to pull this one from over here. We use fresh everything. These are handmade. Warren and Jenna, who own the company, are from New York. This was something that was kind of birthed during the pandemic, that they wanted to make these amazing bagels.
So people didn't have to go out.
That's right, okay? And they did not want to cut any corners. These are hand-formed and made. These are not made in a factory where they're just rolling them out. You know the difference. That's your convenience store and store-bought bagel. Those ones are made in a factory. No love. This one has a 24-hour fermentation process. So to make a bagel, it takes 2 days, and that's because that fermentation process is what's going to give you that absolutely perfect, delicious complexity.
You know what I love? They are all different. That's when you go to a New York bagel shop.
Yes.
Because these are both plain bagels. Look at, that's how you know they're made by hand. Okay? And they're formed by hand. And these things, let me just tell you, you see that kind of glassy top? That's from boiling the bagels, right? Because they actually kettle boil them.
Yes, we kettle boil.
And then they take them out, then they will put whatever toppings they need to put on there, seed them and all that stuff. And then they just go on a wood board and they go in the oven. They're ridiculous.
They go in a hearth oven, so that's another important part of the process as well. And remember, we are par-baked. Can you look at blueberry? Blueberry will come in a clear bag, and the reason why is this is exclusive for you here at HSN. We are making them just for you. That is something that we wanted to give you as kind of a sweet, because obviously a lot of what we have is savory. Here's what I love to do with them. I'm gonna do a peanut butter.
Now, I love that you can see them. Don't hide anything. There's nothing to hide here.
Nope.
These are the plain, and you'll see the color on them. They're lighter. So here's one that we cooked.
Yep.
So you want them like that because you want to get that fresh baked flavor.
Yes.
All right, Rick is my wonderful producer. Rick, auto ship. Do I have any left? Okay, Rick says barely. 20 in each choice in auto ship.
Oh God.
And I don't have that many to go in single ship.
Okay.
If you want my opinion, I like everything bagels. Okay.
I do too.
But if you like a flavor, if you like sesame, if you like plain, you can do that as well. We are also doing a combo.
The combo's the way to go.
The combo is the way to go. So you get 1 blueberry, 4 bagels, you get 4 of the sesame, you get 4 of the everything, and 4 of the plain. And I love that they come in these little bags of 4.
They're perfect to go in your freezer.
Go in the freezer, right? Give them, like I just bought 24 of them, or 16 of them, excuse me. I'm gonna give 2 bags to Danny, because he loves everything bagels, loves them. But here's the thing, they're ready whenever you want. Remember, they're not fully cooked. They do that on purpose because they want you to get the fresh baked flavor. And if you've ever had a bagel right out of the oven that's made fresh, it's 100 times different than one that's in a bag at the store.
Absolutely.
Right?
You can toast these, you can put these in the oven. I highly, highly recommend an air fryer because it really, really just, it just makes them absolutely perfect because you get that really soft, amazing inside. Here I just made kind of like my 2 little sandwiches here with my blueberry. This is gonna be an absolute power-packed snack. So if you wanted to do, you've got your bananas in there, you've got your blueberries in there, which are great with the antioxidants and all of that. But here's the thing, a bagel is only made right if it is kettle boiled with New York water.
Yep.
This is the secret, this is the difference, and that's what you're getting with this. They're not steamed, and the way that you know that they're not steamed is you were pointing out that shiny surface tells you that it was actually boiled, okay? And so and let's look at sesame. I want to grab a sesame really quickly here.
I'm even gonna, this is the one that's not cooked all the way.
Yeah.
And I wanted everybody to see. I wanna open it up and I want you to see, I wish you could smell this. Okay, that is the interior. That's what you want it to look like.
Yes.
It is very, very doughy. If you can squeeze it with your hand like that and it stays, that's a good thing with a bagel.
Yep.
And if you open it up, I mean, you'll see, the smell. I wish you could smell this. You can see how chewy this is.
Look at the difference.
Oh my God.
Right? It's
the smell.
Okay. You know the difference. There's a reason we take trips to New York, and like he said, the 2 things we think about first when we go to New York are pizza and bagels. Those are the things New York is known for. But notice how on this sesame, you see how everything's sticking to it? You see here on everything, it's all really well sticking to it. Because when you kettle boil, and as soon as you come out of the boiling process, it's tacky. And when it's tacky, that allows everything to really stick to it. So the difference, if you've gotten those kind where everything just falls off as soon as you're dealing with it.
It wasn't boiled.
They steamed them. They did not boil them. And so that is a huge, huge difference. I can't say this enough. Look at the size of these in my hand. This is a real bagel, not those little itty bitty things you buy from the grocery store. And you may even have a deli in town that makes them.
My hand is twice your size.
He's got a huge hand. Look at that.
Look at how big that bagel is. Okay, these things are giant. They're thick, they're dense.
Yeah.
You know what's fun too? You can do so much with this. I make Reubens. I do a Reuben on an everything toasted bagel with pastrami, corned, I mean, all that. You can make the best sandwiches out of these. You can make pizzas out of them, right?
Look at that.
We are very busy. Use express ordering. I knew we would be. We have not seen these in months and months and months.
Yeah.
Everybody, Stephanie Weeks is one of my buddies who works here, and big, one of our production, big time people. And she's, every time I walk by her desk, I'm always like, she looks at me, she goes, what's good? And I say, I'm like, you gotta get bagels today. You gotta get bagels.
Today's the day.
She has the Grandpa's Cakes, which are my pick of the show, which you also have. The Grandpa's Cakes are crazy. These are 2 of my favorite things that we have in the Tasty Show, easily.
I mean,
blueberry.
This blueberry is colored in the color blue because those fresh blueberries, as it was baking, are popping and they're melding into the dough. This is a really special one. We do not do this all the time. As I said, this was created for you here at HSN. We wanted you to be able to have something that could be fun as like a snack and a sweet. And so you get the sweet and the savory. So if you want to go, do you want to go for that? I put a lot of honey on it. Oh no.
Should I?
That's going to be a very good thing.
Come close. Look at this. Look what Carrie made. You should.
Peanut butter,
you're
banana, and honey.
You're a bad girl today.
No, this is really
yes,
good
that's
for
bad.
you, though. Listen,
look at that, Stephanie. Look at
right?
that.
Peanut butter.
All right, you ready?
You can't go wrong with that.
God, this is terrible.
Telling me I'm terrible. You're gonna think I'm the greatest thing after you eat that. It's messy, but it's good. Here we.
That's just. That should be illegal. I have it all over my face. That is so.
That's amazing.
Like.
Okay.
If you got that in New York,
Yeah.
you would I would pay $15 for that bagel.
Heck yeah.
And what do our bagels cost people?
I mean, they are getting really
$2.
expensive.
$2 a piece.
Yeah,
just about.
Look at this.
Wow, that was crazy.
Look at that. So if you get plain, you can do a lot of things with plain, right? Because you can do a lot of different flavor profiles and a lot of different, you could put strawberry with it, you could put blueberry with it, you can make an actual breakfast sandwich. You can do that with everything as well. I think the combo's really great. If you've never tried us before, again, we want you to be the Bagelista. We want you to take a New York bagel and make it in your own kitchen. And the reason you're able to do that is because these are par baked. So they are coming halfway done. When you get these home, you're going to place them right into your freezer in the bags, and then you're going to pull out what
Last
you need.
call,
as you
everything
need it.
bagels.
Oh, I knew everything.
There's
everything
4
was
dozen
best.
left in direct ship.
They're beautiful.
And a dozen left in auto ship. And let me tell you, you can customize your auto ship. So if you want to get these like every few months, whatever, but they always sell out. These bagels are just and I mean this in a good way, they're just stupid. That's how good they are. They're just stupid good, right?
The smell.
And if you love a bagel,
Here we go.
I mean,
Look at
in the
that.
morning, you want to have your coffee, and
Yes.
the nice thing is too, you can eat a half a bagel. You know, if you want, if you think you could try that. I don't know if I could do that, but
I eat the whole thing.
You know,
listen.
and here's the other thing too. I don't have them every day, which is why I like that they can be in the
Yes.
freezer.
Correct.
Right?
It can
Make
be a treat.
sandwiches.
It doesn't have to be every single day. Here's some different sandwich
Should do
ideas
eggs
and
and
things that we've
sausage.
done. Listen, most days I'm pretty simple. I just do a nice butter and I just put a little light. It's all it needs. Let me explain.
You know what's a good one too?
What?
Hummus and avocado and tomato.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
What
And
would
you know
you
what I
put
put
that
on?
on? Would you put that on everything? Or would you put that on
you could put that on everything on a
I
plain.
think you could.
You know what I drizzle on top too, and I've done this?
Yeah.
That Mama DePandy's lemon oil.
Oh, stop.
Dude, that stuff is.
That sounds delicious.
You ever taste
Okay.
that lemon oil? That stuff should be illegal.
That
It's so
sounds
good.
delicious.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
so-
I digress.
No, I mean, all it is to say, it's about that fermentation process. That's what's so important about us. It sets us apart. This is not your convenience store or store-bought bagel. This is made with a lot of love. This is made from Warren and Jenna out of New York. They want you to be able to be the New York Bagelista.
It's the best. You will not be
my
disappointed.
favorite.
Hey, give me 10 seconds on Grandpa's cakes really quick. Coming up
Oh,
at the end
gosh.
of the show.
Yeah.
How good are those cakes?
I mean, look, this is for your snack, okay? So this is 32 cakes. They're only about 100 calories each. So this is really great when you just want
so
that
good.
sweet, and you've got a lot of different choices to
I
choose
leave them
from.
in the fridge, and every time I go in there, there's less. Danny, because Danny comes home
You have a
late.
little sneaky ninja.
Danny goes out with his boys. He comes home, he goes right into Grandpa's cakes. I can see the crumbs going into his bedroom.
Instead of Grandpa's cakes, now it's
Little
Dad's
rat
cakes.
son of mine. All right, I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
All right, we're gonna continue on. So we are very fortunate to have the launch